Learn English. Love story. Once upon a time, in a small village, lived a beautiful girl named Emily. She was 20 years old, with blue eyes and golden hair. Her family was poor, but they were happy. They lived in a small house and loved each other very much. Emily loved to read books and dreamed of a better life. One day, she went to the village market, where she met a boy named John. John was tall and handsome, with dark hair and a kind smile. He came from a rich family. His parents owned a big house and many lands. Emily and John became friends. They talked a lot and laughed together, enjoying walks in the fields and by the river. John shared his dreams with Emily, and Emily shared her hopes with John. They felt very close to each other. One day, John said to Emily, "I love you, Emily. Will you marry me?" Emily was very happy and replied, "Yes, John, I love you too." They hugged and dreamed about their future together. However, there was a problem. John's parents did not like Emily. They thought she was not good enough for their son because she was poor. John's mother said, "John, you cannot marry Emily. She is not from a rich family." John's father agreed. "Yes, you need to find someone from a rich family." John was very sad. He loved Emily and did not want to leave her. He told his parents, "I love Emily. She is kind and good. Money is not important." But his parents did not listen. They said, "If you marry Emily, we will not support you." Emily knew about the problem and was also very sad. She loved John but did not want to cause problems for him. She told John, "Maybe it is better if we do not marry. I do not want to make your life difficult." John said, "No, Emily, I will always love you. We will find a way." Days passed, and John tried to convince his parents to change their minds, but they did not. Emily's family also learned about the problem and worried for Emily. Her mother said, "Emily, we love you. We want you to be happy, but maybe it is better to let John go." Emily cried many nights, not knowing what to do. She loved John, but she also did not want to hurt him. One day, she decided to talk to John. She said, "John, I love you very much, but I think it is better if we do not marry. Your parents will never accept me, and I do not want to make your life hard." John was heartbroken. He replied, "Emily, I cannot live without you. I understand, but I will always love you." They hugged and cried together, knowing their love was strong, yet that the world was against them. Emily and John made the difficult decision to stay friends. They promised to always support each other, even though their hearts were broken, knowing they could never be together. Emily continued to live with her family, working hard to help them. John also continued with his life, but he always remembered Emily. Years passed, and Emily and John still loved each other, never forgetting their love. They learned that sometimes love is not enough, and life can be hard, but they always kept their love in their hearts. Emily worked in the village, helping her family and neighbors and being kind to everyone. The people in the village loved her for her good heart. John also worked hard, helping his family with their business, being kind and fair to everyone. One day, Emily's father became very sick, and Emily was worried. She cared for him day and night and prayed for him to get better. John heard about Emily's father and wanted to help. He went to see Emily and said, "Emily, I am sorry to hear about your father. Can I help you?" Emily was touched by John's kindness and replied, "Thank you, John. Your support means a lot to me." John brought medicine and food for Emily's family and visited them often. Emily's father slowly got better, and Emily was grateful to John, saying, "John, you have a big heart. Thank you for helping us." John smiled and said, "Emily, I will always be here for you." As they spent more time together, they talked about their dreams and hopes, realizing they still loved each other. However, they also knew that John's parents would never accept their love. They decided to remain friends and continue to support each other. One day, John had to go to the city for work. He told Emily, "I have to leave for a while, but I will write to you." Emily was sad but understood, responding, "I will miss you, John. Please take care." John hugged Emily and said, "I will miss you too. I will come back soon." He went to the city, worked hard, and learned new things, writing letters to Emily about his life in the city, while she wrote back to him about hers in the village. They shared their thoughts and feelings through letters. Time passed, and John became successful in his work, saving money to help his family, while never forgetting Emily. He thought about her every day. Emily also thought of John and was glad to hear about his success. One day, John decided to visit the village to see Emily. He knocked on her door, and when she opened it, she was surprised to see him. "John, you are back," he said, smiling. They talked for a long time, sharing stories about their lives. John confessed, "Emily, I still love you. I want to be with you." Emily was happy but worried, saying, "I love you too, John, but what about your parents?" John replied, "I have saved money. I can support us. I don't need my parents' approval anymore." Touched by his determination, Emily responded, "I am proud of you, but I don't want to cause problems for you." John insisted, "Emily, you are my happiness. I want to be with you." They decided to be together, knowing it wouldn't be easy, but they were ready to face the challenges. They got married in a small ceremony with friends and family. Emily's family was happy for her, as they knew John was a good man. However, John's parents were not pleased with the marriage and did not attend the ceremony. Despite this, John and Emily were unbothered by their disapproval. They loved each other and were determined to make their life work together. They moved to the city, starting a new life together, facing challenges but always supporting each other. Their love kept them strong, convincing them that as long as they had each other, they could overcome anything. Years passed, and they built a happy life, having children and teaching them values of love and kindness. They never forgot their journey and the challenges they faced, knowing true love is strong. Emily and John grew old together, looking back on their life with happiness and pride, knowing their love made them better people. They were grateful for each other and the life they built together. And so, Emily and John lived happily ever after, always cherishing their shared love. They knew that true love never dies, and found peace in knowing their love made their lives meaningful and beautiful. The end. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next video.